Group of racehorse owners are buying the Tote betting business from the bookie chain Betfred. 5 Odd Money's Danny Hewson has more. Just remind us what the Tote is, Danny, and how significant this might be.
Well, if you've ever been to the races at all, you will know the name, the Tote. It was actually set up by Winston Churchill. He was instrumental because he was a keen racegoer, and of course it's been state-owned for more than 80 years. 7 years ago, Betfred bought it, so of course you then see Betfred Tote, and the 500 shops became part of the chain. Now, on-course betting is going to be taken over this summer by the racecourses themselves, apart from 2, and that will come under the new name BritBet. Those shops have gone into Betfred, so effectively the bit that's being sold, the name, the Tote, is the online business, and that is going to a group of racehorse owners, including Alex Frost, who is leading the Consortium. Hi, Alex.
Hi there.
So, I suppose, is the Tote really the Tote without the on-course business? What are you buying?
Well, exactly to your point, it's one of the most iconic brands. The sport is the second most viewed sport in the country, so it's a very much a household name. We've got 6 million people who go racing each year, so it's something that's very dear to a lot of people's hearts, including ours, and we feel that it should be repositioned accordingly, so A, we can all be proud of it, and B, it starts to really perform and return good money to racing. And we have a successful partnership with racing that extends well beyond the next few years, but into the next decades.
Because the sport gets money from the Tote, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a historic relationship, which is an obligatory relationship, which extends now to just straight up formal levy. So that's 10% of gross profits. We're not only going to pay our obligatory levy, but we're going to match that in form of further payments equivalent to another 10% of gross profit. So we think this is going to be a massive revenue generator for the industry. And if we approach things the right way, we're hopeful that's very, very effective.
I suppose most people would be wanting to know, is there any chance of a tie-up with BritBet?
Look, nobody, I think, contests the almost factual information that one pool is far more effective, and we hope that sense will prevail at some point in the future. Either way, we're going to be working incredibly closely. We've set this up for the future of the sport, and the sport right now needs better funding. You've obviously very familiar with all the fixed odds betting terminals and the turmoil generally in the sport. But we hope to partner extremely effectively with the sport going forward, and we're all very passionate about that, and that's where we come to this juncture.
So what will you do for racing going forward? You say you're going to maybe give them 20%, which is brilliant, but how do you build the business so that revenue goes up?
Yeah, I think what's great about the Tote is while in this country fixed odds is a big part of our culture. It's also, this is a 90-year-old brand that extends not just across the UK, but globally. And there's tremendous scope to make it more of a global play. We have all sorts of what we call co-mingling partnerships around the world where people, it's not quite what it seems, but essentially it means that internationals can bet into the UK pool and vice versa. So our background is, we're familiar with how markets trading has changed the world. Yeah. That's become very international. This is the same.
Okay, Alex Frost, thank you very much indeed. Absolutely fascinating, and it would be great to see that name continue because, of course, for so many of us, it is just iconic, and racing wouldn't be the same without the Tote.
Interesting, isn't it? I've just Googled Alex Frost as well, one of the youngest ever MDs at Merrill Lynch.
Yeah, so he knows what he's talking about.
Closing a deal, that's for sure. Danny, thank you very much indeed. Good to talk to you. It's coming up to 5:45.